Hi, this is me again, Raul Balumata Baranza in YouTube, and welcome to the channel. As I've said, I'm still continuing thinking how really to update my YouTube, and for the moment, I am just posting videos of some questions now that I have received and also reflected, especially with conversations with some priest and my psychologist and other people. Now, the questions which are very meaningful for me as a missionary, and but also meaningful for me as a person, especially when it speaks something about my whole being, my the psychological part of me, or whatsoever. So there was this question by my psychologist, when she asked me, "What are some words you associate with yourself, or you to describe yourself? So do those words feel aligned with you, who you are actually, and do they help or hurt you like this one?" So I really thought about this one very much. Words that associate myself, that defines the words that define me as Raul, as a person. I think the first word that I would like to say is that of contemplative. Now, it has been a dream for me. It has been a dream uh, to have to live in solitude, maybe to be a contemplative. And I made some steps in the past when I was young, even when I was in the seminary, I was in the formation, even when I became a priest. I even shared this one to some of them. No, but it did not push through. So there were always barriers, and probably the call for God for me is different. So for probably the call of God for me is to have a contemplative heart by the hands of a missionary. And that one I made myself very much convinced, that I have a heart of a contemplative, but also the hands of a missionary, because I work and also many times always here in the mission or whatsoever. So I am very resolved. I remain a contemplative with my heart, meditating, writing, or painting, or working manual works in silence and prayer. And the second word that I would like to be associated with is Raula's emotional. Emotional. I have shared already the other day that I am really a man of emotion. I am very much heart-centered. I could say I am very much dictated by my emotion, by my heart. And I could easily be captured, by my heart. But my emotion could also turn into a stone. I have noticed this one many times now. I maybe be pouring out everything, the whole of me. No, but when I reach the point that this is enough and the hurt is there already, I could become a stone. And this I am very careful always. Inasmuch that I am really good and very expressive, uh, even to those who hurt me or to insult me or to manipulate me. But there is a time that I would say to myself, enough. And because I could really turn them into non-existing. I'm sorry for my words in this way. Know that, yeah, I am, when I am hurt, very hurt, I just ignore, I think. So I may be exaggerating. What I meant is that I would never mind talking, with him anymore, or I will wait for the right time, for me to be healed, or for us to be healed, or to be reconciled. And this is one thing that I'm so very, very careful about myself. That I don't like to reach to a point that I be feeling without a heart, or a heart without feeling. No, I remember I had a friend in the past, very good friends, actually friends like this one. But I think it was too much also. I just ignore. I think I just ignore. I didn't. After experiencing all the pains, and trying as much as possible, to be reconciled, and there is no collaboration in the other part for reconciliation, I I normally keep my distance, and I just ignore that. Even I can even delete delete their pictures in my computer if I found them there. That's how bad I am in terms of my emotion. But I am not really like that, but that bad. No, it would take a lot for me to be really angry, or to be really upset, and to have that kind of distance. No, it would take so much pain for me first. The third word that would like to that associate that say something about me is affectionate. I think I am very affectionate person. No, I love to express my affection to my friends, to my family, and those who are very, very close to my heart. And with this, I am very careful also, because I could be misunderstood. No, since I am a man full of affection, I express freely my emotion by action, or like this one. So I am very careful, and I know my limits. No, but in general, it is very automatic from my heart. I think my affection is very much kind of automatically. It's overflowing in my heart. That's why I express them also freely. I don't have any inhibitions in expressing my affection. But as I've said, I'm very, very careful in that way. Another word is that I am an artist in the making. I am nothing, really nothing. Uh, Even before, I was really struggling to understand what is my talent. I don't see any talent in me, except that I like to express myself in painting. So I am very much a self-taught artist. No, I like to paint, to explore, to paint my mind, to paint my imagination. I like to doodle a lot. I have a lot of doodles from all things, animals, people, faces, mask, or whatsoever. No, I doodle my emotion. I doodle my mind. I doodle my imagination. So I experiment in this way. That gives me so much satisfaction. I am also a plantito. I like doing something in the garden, and making some crazy things there in the garden. So as I've said, this gives me so much satisfaction, that my works are so simple. They are really, really very simple, but they come freely from my heart, and so they are very colorful, because they are very much expressed from my personality. I think I have a very, very colorful personality. I am a rainbow. I am a mixed color there. And it is very much clear that the way The way I make my art is full of abstract, and it's full of mixture and blending of colors, and so many things. I am an artist in the making in this way. In fact, I have a lot of paintings here, and I am planning to make an exhibit if possible. They are not good, but they are beautiful. For a beginner, I think that is something. Uh, I would say that another word that describes for me is that I I work. I am a silent worker. Yeah, I work silently in the office, doing my reports, even in my room. I work silently. I think I'm very much productive in working silently. In fact, one of the seminarians told me that you are blooming silently. Blooming in terms of, when I told them that to bloom where you are planted, and he said, yes, you are growing, you are blooming silently, and nobody notices until you just come out, you just explode. No, something that is very, very natural in me. So with this, I am so very grateful to the Lord again, thanking the Lord for all my characteristics, my personality, for the gift of my life, for the gift of my heart, my affection, my emotion. I remember when I was a seminarian, I had a formator is an Italian, our novice master, and he told me that I have a unique vocation. He said, Raul, you really have a unique vocation. And at that time, I was really trying to understand what is my unique vocation. What is my unique vocation? And then he just told me, you're very optimistic and you just inspire people, even the way you write or the way you talk to them. You always exude positivity. And I would like to take it as my last word, not to define myself. My unique vocation is optimism. I always look at the bright side. Even if things sometimes are difficult, even if sometimes I struggle, I always exude happiness and optimism, and my eyes speaks a lot on that. So I pray for all of you, for each one of you, that you may not surrender, but always look at the positive side. There is something there waiting in store for you. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.